What is up with y'all?
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest,
So,
but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati.
I'm looking to get this win streak going, baby.
Fanfare of
We got a
introductions to
cold
an
day
NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
In Cincinnati,
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you
let me
name
get this
it.
dub,
This
man.
crowd is
No way
ready
around it
as
when you
their
get this
guys
dub.
get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, my days,
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Make that tackle, man. You gotta make that tackle right there, bro. You got way too much.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Joe Mixon, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense.
Bro, we got to make that tackle in the backfield, dog.
The others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Hey, Charlie.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 33 yards that time.
He's checking 368.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
This will be Dalton again. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Dang, that was a weak-ass drive, man. That boy was all up in there, bro. He ran the ball, he threw the ball.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Moss.
Let's go, boy. That's how you do that. That's how you answer like that, boy.
A great play.
Good job,
Rook. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
Oh, my days.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Look at fucking.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Oh, my God.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Why is he by himself?
And that is a deep shot that's complete. Big gain of 39 on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
93, 52, 93, 40.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Green brings it in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We're going to gamble right here.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Better make it 5.
3rd down.
Make it 5. Better make it 5, because they're coming.
They'll sack him up on the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Haskins on first down. Looking long for his tight end read. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. Now it's Haskins.
Get up, boy.
Out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, man. Stop this man. Right?
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short.
Let's go!
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Preston Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a run with Geis.
Go, big boy. Go, big boy. Go, big boy. Let's go.
But they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 3rd down, Moss. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Haskins to throw. They've got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Freaking good, bro.
Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Ross. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Dalton. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Come on. What the fuck are you doing, Colin?
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. Open man is lost, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Right there, dude.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Push it back. Push it back. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Hey. Shit. Hey, check right.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Heads up, lady. 368. Protein spill.
Let's get that ball right here. 6 guys. 6 guys.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, Dalton, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Echo.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And Eifert has it. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And now a fumble. The ball's out. There he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead.
I'll take that.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What do I got to do? One man
First
to
down
man
there
for
to
that
pick
bum
up
ass
the
shit? Like, what the
25.
fuck is wrong with y'all, dog?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert.
Quick, man.
But not before they're inside
Quick
the 25.
quick, dog. Let's freaking go,
Yards
man.
that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Not losing to this damn bum, bro. Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He finds
Somebody knocked
Mixon.
nigga, bro.
Inside the 10 at the 8.
Damn,
Tell you what,
dude.
he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Yo, y'all mother. Yeah.
Bengal touchdown.
Freaking kidding me right now, bro? Come on, man.
With his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a give, right side.
Block.
It's Moss.
Block, you
And this
stupid
one's going to go
athlete.
the wrong way.
Block,
Losing
bro.
yardage back at the 42.
Block, bro. Block,
It'll be a loss
bro.
of 1.
Block,
and that'll bring
bro.
up a 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first down, Moss. A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here we go with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Haskins. This will be caught at about the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
They'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And, oh, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
I go Super Stan, go Tank.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, boy! Let's go, boy! Let's go, boy! Let's go!
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Don't tell you ain't overtime, baby!
Wins it in OT.
Don't tell you ain't overtime, baby!
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
That's how you
Look at you,
freaking
trying
handle
to make this whole thing
freaking
palatable.
I just
OT,
want you
boy.
to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500
That's
as their record
how you
improves
end
to
that
2 and
game,
3.
boy.
And they'll have another road date next
Damn.
week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, They drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Haskins 12 for 13. And the only pass he threw wrong was that INT.